What's up, YouTube? It's Wi-Fi Man here today, bringing you guys some more VGC 2021 action, Series 10, and we are rocking out with Jenny Quackle's final version of her Calyrex Sun Trick Room kind of team that she's rocking out with. She's actually sent free rental codes. I've uploaded one video of this team already called Credilli Has Potential. Go check that out if you haven't already. But we're rocking out with what she calls the final version of this team. It looks fantastic, and I'm ready to test this team out today with you guys. Starting things off, we got Focus Sash and Dee with the Follow Me, Helping Hand, Heal Post, and Expanding Force. I really like this Indeedee spread, or this Indeedee set, because mainly due to the Heal Post. You just don't know how handy that could be sometimes. Haven't played with Drampa yet, but that Berserk ability, we already know how that works with Galarian Moltres. So this thing should hit like a truck once that's activated with its Hyper Voice Flamethrower, Thunder, and Snarl. Okay. I see you over there. Alright, so we got Malamar, Contrary, Citrus Berry, Superpower, Psycho Cut, Lash Out, and Trick Room. So far in Series 10, I have not had the best luck with Malamar, but this could change in today's episode. I don't know yet. We'll just have to find out and see what happens. We got Torko, Eruption, Solar Power, Earth Power. Did I call it Solar Power? It's Solar Beam, and Earth Power, and Protect. Rocking out with the Metronome. We know its ability is a Drought. Actually, in her first team, it was a Shell Armor Torko, which had a very good reason to be there, but I'm almost certain that Drought's 10 times better. Especially now that you have the Drampa, and now you have the Ante as well, rocking out with the fire attacks. It just really helps you out. But yeah, let's go with Ante. Grassy Seed, which I thought was very interesting. It's an instant Rillaboom counter. You got plenty of those on this team, but it's definitely there for the Rillaboom to activate your Grassy Seed if you go up against opposing Rillabooms. And honestly, I don't have a problem with this. Like, I know we don't have a way to set it up ourselves, but it's actually pretty cool tech just to have. And then if you get that boost, you have that Roar now that you're going to be able to take an attack, roar something out. If it's a Xerneas trying to set up a Geomancy or something, just roar it out. It's not that big of a problem no more. And I mean, it's nice. It's just nice to have this in general. Last but not least, Calyrex Ice Rider with the Psychic Seed being helped by that Indeedee. This is our main Trick Room setter with Heavy Slam, Close Combat, and Glacial Lance. Pretty cool set. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's hop into some battles. Alright, so our first opponent has been found. It's against Beta. Rocking out with Hatterene, Incin, Urshifu, Indeedee. I think that's in the Necrozma. And Dusclops. Okay. Before we go through the team preview and stuff, I just wanted to pinpoint, if you guys have any rental codes that you want me to try out on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. And I will definitely test out your rental codes. And like Jenny, I will do my best to give good advice. I'm not saying my advice is the best, but I will try and give you some advice. You take it for whatever it's worth. But anyway, I think our opponent's definitely going to be trying to set Trick Room up against us. So why not lead Torko? Ante. I have no problem with that. I'm gonna bring Calyrex. Just I'm not familiar with this matchup though, and I'm okay with Malamar. So yeah, let's do this. See what happens. I'm not familiar with this matchup whatsoever, so obviously game one's not gonna. It probably ain't gonna be the prettiest victory if we do win. Who knows? We might just sweep, but I'm not very comfortable. Our opponent has a good team, and this team that I'm running, I have done a lot of practice battles with the second version of her team, but this I went straight in just because of just how time and everything's working out for me right now. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. We know you cannot fake out Entei, so that's a plus. Let's just throw Eruption. Is Stone Edge super effective? No. Let's be smart. Okay. And we're gonna just go Sacred Fire. Eruption, Sacred Fire. I'm expecting a fake out into Torkoal. Yeah. That's fine though. Sacred Fire, Sun boosted. That does half. Burn? Meteor Beam. Uh-oh. Who are you hitting? Who are you hitting? Because this is not going to feel good at all. Let's see. Please, someone live. Whoever it's hitting, please live. Entei, come on. Nope. Entei did do a huge chunk to that Necrozma, no. And I do believe that this is a slower Necrozma. That don't mean that it's going to be slower to my Calyrex. I really don't know. Actually, was just going to Malamar. Malamar actually has a decent speed tiering. It's not the best, but obviously in this scenario, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're just needing to hit that Necrozma as hard as possible at the moment. Try and get that thing off the board. That way, hopefully our, yes, Malamar, you're actually the fastest thing on the field. Let's see, did we get the KO? Hey, Malamar, putting in the work. Look at that. Throat Chop into Torkoal. That's okay, we take that pretty decently. We're throwing off a big Eruption. I know it's not going to do much, but that's fine. I think we now have the advantage in my book because we have our restricted and our opponent does not. The only issue is I need to try and get rid of this Ensign. And I think we can get rid of Ensign this turn. For the Hatterene, I'm okay with throwing another Eruption out. I'm not a big fan though of that potential Dazzling Gleam that my opponent could do, right? I just don't know if Malamar can take it. So what we need to do... Oh yeah, we can go Eruption plus switch to Calyrex. I just don't want Malamar to take a unneeded Eruption or Dazzling Gleam at the moment. So I'm okay with making the switch here. Just for the one turn anyway, I'm fine with this. Flare Blitz, you're not going to Calyrex. Oh, you are. Okay, I did not like that though. That one, that's pretty bad. And I almost had to expect that to happen though, didn't I? Expanding Force into Torkoal. We live, but we got very weak Eruption coming off. Even though it's Metronome boosted, that's still pretty weak. Alright, Malamar. I'm trusting you, man. I'm trusting Malamar. Alrighty, and... knowing that you didn't show me Dazzling Gleam last turn, I know you probably have it, but I can kind of hope that you don't. And we'll try and go ahead and get rid of your Ensign this way. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have D-Gleam. I mean, it'd be odd. It would be very odd. But then again, I've seen odder stuff. Critical hit, we'll take it. We'll take it. And you go for Trick Room, of all things. Trick Room. Okay. I mean, Torkoal's definitely first, right? Is that Water Ursh? Still. Solar Beam's so tempting to hit here. I don't know if it will take out the Hatterene or not, though. That's the problem. But yeah, let's do this. Let's try this. Ursh can go for Detect. That's fine. Alright, Torko. Hit that Solar Beam. Let's get the KO onto the Hatterene. This is a very powerful attack. So, I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. So let's see. Unfortunate that we don't get the KO, but he goes for Expanding Force again. You would think he would want to go for Deagling. You would really think he'd just want to go for Deagling in this situation. Alright, so Hat is... okay. Be Hat, then Malamar, and then Urshifu. So how do we want to play this? I really don't know if the Hat has Dazzling Gleam. If it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam, I shouldn't worry about it. So let's play like it doesn't have it until it shows it to me. What is this berry? Magic Power. What does this do? Hold on. Change. I'm already a Psychic type though. That just one-shotted me too. I don't know about that one. Okay, I mean, because I would have thought I would have outsped the Urshifu under Trick Room, because Urshifu is pretty quick. That's crazy. That was a crazy one. Alright, so our next opponent has been found, rocking out with Landorus, Tornadus, Kyogre, Ensign, Serena, and Lecky. Let's see how we need to do for this game. Definitely, I feel like we need Trick Room. So let's go ahead and get Calyrex ready for Trick Room. I can almost expect a Water Spout, right? That's just going to do a lot of damage. But I still think Indeedee, because it gives me the Psychic Seed boost, that will give me a special defense boost, which can help me live a Water Spout from the Kyogre if they decide to lead that way. Now, in the back, we definitely need Threaten. And if you see our opponent's team, he's got a lot of special attackers. So let's go ahead and bring our Drampa, and then we can go Torko, and that would shut down the Kyogre's weather, which could be very, very beneficial. Can be very beneficial. But outside of that, heck, let's go Torko. Because I mean, one, we're running out of time, but two, I can't justify anybody else because Torko is just really, really solid in this matchup outside the Kyogre. Which, you know, I mean, it makes sense. Torko being a fire type, you expect Kyogre to take that out. And so you make your team a little bit weak to fire, but if we can take your Kyogre out, you really don't have a way to counter fire from that point on. So let's see what we can do. So Lecky and Kyogre has entered the field against our Calyrex and Indeedee. So let's see how this will play out. We need to set up Trick Room for sure. And we need to avoid single target damage into Calyrex so that way we can try and get our Trick Room up. So let's go ahead and try Trick Room, and let's go follow me. This way it guarantees that they only can go for AoE attacks if they want to hit Calyrex. With our Psychic Seed, we should be able to take two of them. And if they want to go for a single target attack, they're forced to go into Indeedee. Lecky's forced to go into Indeedee here. Indeedee takes it. Water Spout. We should take this. Calyrex has like 130 special defense as an Ice Rider form. very, very bulky already, and we did take it. We get our Trick Room off. Fantastic. So at this point, let's go into Torkoal. You know, we want to go ahead and say, hey, we got Torkoal. You're going to probably want to switch, right? But really and truthfully, who do you have to switch? Let's see, who do you have in the back? You could probably go into Ensign, and I'm okay with that if you want to. That would be eh. Are we expecting to switch, or are we want to? Because that Lecky could be Sash. That's a problem here, right? So let's go for Eruption. Expecting a switch. There it is. Okay, fantastic. Into Ensign. That's fine. This works out fantastic actually, because Torkoal will get a lot of damage onto that Lecky, and then we'll follow up with Glacial Lance to get our attack back, basically. Lecky does not have a Focus Sash, so we will not be getting an attack boost. But that's fine, because we should still be doing huge damage to this Ensign. I mean, that's very, very, very good damage, if you had to ask me. And Ensign's unable to eat its berry at the moment, thanks to our As One ability. Alright, so Kyogre is back on the field. We need to try and get... potentially get that Ensign off the board and switch Torkoal out for Shenlong the Drampa. Because Kyogre, you see how much that Water Spout did last time. It just didn't do that much damage. It will do a significant more damage here very soon. Thanks to the Psychic Train, we will not get faked outed though. And we're able to pick up our second KO with Calyrex. It will do a little bit more damage this time around, but we're still probably okay, right? Let's see. How much is Water Spout's wanting to do? We should still take it, right? No, unfortunately we don't. Was it crit? No? Okay. That Psychic Seed really paid for itself for the first part of it. Okay. So we got Torkoal. And it looks like we win the Weather War. Because we KO'd 2 Pokemon, he's not able to switch out anymore. And he's got Serena. Okay, as your last mon. And that's fine, because Drampa can handle Serena late game for sure. All we need to do right now is worry about that Kyogre. Got Thunder. Jeez. Knowing that we're not in the rain at the moment, let's just go for Hyper Voice. But I like that Thunder tech. That's a pretty cool tech. Let's get the Solar Beam off though. See how much damage we're doing. I didn't see a Protect, so that means this is going to be a lot of damage. Right? How much are we talking? Torkoal with a half HP onto Kyogre. Fantastic. Followed by Drampa's Hyper Voice. Kyogre is not looking too good. Triple Axle. Oh no. Oh, Drampa. Come on. Dodge. No. Drampa, no. Do not tell me. Water Spout. That's pretty weak now, though. Especially in the sun. Okay, okay. Crit, though. Don't be critting on me. Let's see. I don't know if an Eruption will KO the Kyogre. Is Serena threatening enough, though, for me to even worry about it? Don't. How many turns of Sun do I have? I have 4 more turns. Let's predict a... no, we got... How many turns of Trick Room, though? 1 turn. This is tough because I don't want to protect. Let's go for Eruption. We got hope for it. That we can get the KO. I believe in you, Torko. I believe in you. In the sun, stabbed. Kyogre goes down. Torko KO'd a Kyogre. Ladies and gentlemen, you only see this here on Wi-Fi Merriman's channel. Let's jump into game number 3. Third and final game of today's episode, we're going up against Sherry, rocking out with another Kyogre team. Whimsicott, Credilli, Kyogre. That could definitely collide, you know. Credilli, Kyogre, pretty rough. Metagross, Urshifu, and Tapu Lele. Let's see how our opponent's going to play with that, because you can't have Credilli and Kyogre on the same field and be free to go for those water attacks for sure, unless you just want to, you know, give Credilli some special attack boost, but that can definitely throw your game off if you're not expecting that. I still think we still need to try and set up Trick Room, but so let's go Calyrex and Indeedee. Torko, you're coming. You were great last time against Kyogre. Don't care what anyone says, you're coming. And then Shenlong, all you did was Hyper Voice one, but we'll bring you anyway, because they don't have a Serena, so we don't have to worry about triple Axel. Let's go. Let's win this game. I know we just got done beating a Kyogre. We can beat this Kyogre as well, and claim throne to Calyrex, the ultimate Kyogre slaying team, with a Torko. We win with Torko. There's Kyogre, Whimsicott. Okay. I'm fine with this because we know we take the first water spout pretty easily against a normal Kyogre. So that's fine. That's as long as we keep our Socket Seed boost, we actually take it relatively well. It's when we go for close combat is when we didn't take it so well. So it should be a free hit KO. If I was looking at the calcs right, if Kyogre stays at full health, which we know it will not after this turn, once we set up our Trick Room. I don't really know what Whimsicott wants to do. Could it try and taunt Calyrex? It could, but definitely Tailwind. You're putting yourself at that big of a disadvantage? Really? And I mean, Water Spout, sure, go for it. We take it, right? Okay, so that one has to be choice specs because it did a lot more damage. Which, granted, it could just be how they're EV trained as well. We don't fully know, but okay. We'll definitely keep that in mind. Let's go for Glacial Lance. We got the advantage, and I have no problem going for Helping Hand to try and get as much power as possible. Or, heck, why not go for Heal Post? Go ahead and heal up our Calyrex. Try and get it back to full health. I see you over there with that Helping Hand. I do see you over there. Last ditch effort, I guess, to try and get some big damage out, but we're not going to let you do that because we're going to throw a big Glacial Lance right at you. Indeed, that could be very significant damage, though, to make Kyogre not being able to free hit KO us, especially when we had the Heal Post, which should just about get us back to full. Yeah, I mean, we're looking healthy. Going for Surf. KOing your own Whimsicott there. Very, very odd choice. My man. I mean, I understand it, but I just think Origin Post is the right move there. Surf. Surf. Really? Okay. Let's go and Shenlong. I like that Drampa name, by the way. I don't know if that's Drampa's name in German or if that's something that Jenny nicknamed Shenlong because it's such a cool name. I just don't know. Jenny, comment down below. But anyway, against Metagross. I mean, he ain't gonna like a Glacial Lance, will he? Glacial Lance plus a Thunder will KO the Kyogre. And let's do it. Let's do it. I ignore the I mean, this could just KO Kyogre too. Let's just find out. No, not quite. That's fine though. As long as we get some big chip damage into that Metagross, I feel fine because we do have Torkoal in the back. We're getting rid of Kyogre. So we basically won the Weather War because we have Torkoal in the back. And what's Metagross wanting to do? If you're going to go out and KO my Calyrex, I mean, that's still going to be a big task because we're super bulky, right? Apparently it's not as big of a task as I thought it was, but that's fine. Because now we can bring out Torkoal. And who do you have in the back? Do you have a way to counter Torkoal? Because if not, we win. If you do, you better reveal it, man. Urshifu is not the answer. Especially Urshifu Water. Oh man, on our board right now, I feel sorry for our opponents. Because we have a huge advantage. How many more turns to Trick Room? We got 2 turns, so you can't even properly protect right. And we can actually just go for Hyper Voice. I do like this Drappa. Drappa is actually pretty cool. I mean, and if they can't just commit a KO onto it and they activate our Berserk, I'm sure he's going to be hitting twice as hard. That's crazy. Let's see. Metagross is down. Urshifu is about. Let's see if Drappa can pick up this KO. Fantastic stuff. Jenny, your team does not disappoint. This is a really cool team. Thought, honestly, when I first looked at it, that we were going to have a problem against Kyogre. But obviously, I'm wrong. Apparently, because we just beat 2 Kyogre teams back to back like it was no problem. This team is really fun. Guys, I recommend you guys checking it out. The rental code was at the very beginning of the video. Check it out. Use it. And if you do use it, leave a comment on this video that you used it. That way Jenny can come back later and she can be like, oh, this person used my team. Let's see what this person in Wi-Fi Merriman was talking about my team. And then she might be able to learn something. This team is fantastic though. But that's why I love this community so much, that you guys are willing to share your teams. And you guys aren't afraid about taking some improvement suggestions and just going with it. To me, I think that's the best way to learn about this game, is be open for suggestions. Really and truthfully, Jenny, from what I've seen on this team, which I only played 3 games with this final version, 2 of them was against Kyogre. I went into this thinking that we were going to have a big Kyogre problem. And obviously we do not have a Kyogre problem. I do want to do a few more practice battles with this team off without recording, to see if I can get a good feel for it against other stuff. But I think overall this is a really cool team, and I can't wait to see how everything fares out with this. When this season's over, I really want to know what your season rating is, or how far you can get with this team before the season's over, because I'm curious. I really am. But anyway, guys, this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.